Drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His team in the win column for the first time with their victory a week ago. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Lumen Field. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. They executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
20. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
On play action, here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Kupp. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seahawks 7, Saints nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
He certainly didn't have his best outing a week ago, and he was very honest with us when we brought it up. He said, listen, I can't turn the ball over at this rate and expect to come out of there with a win. So they got away with one last week. He doesn't think that they're going to be able to sustain that, and to be honest, I don't blame him.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
first down.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up the second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Shuck. Brought in by Chris Olave. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So after 1, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense, because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him. To just a short game.
He's got his big target. That's Johnson. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get him a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Another run here with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. They'll go, and here's Shuck, escaping the pressure right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here and leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They will take a knee here. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing is shot to the goal line and in. Jawan Johnson, touchdown Saints. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at
7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight end in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now shot. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
1st down, New Orleans.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals history. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, here comes Horton. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And check it out, Joe Mixon. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the third-year man, Parker Washington. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the second-year quarterback, Michael Penix. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Falcons move to 2-1. They get the victory here. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball at the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. Now it's 2nd and 1.
16-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Gain of 6.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A give up the middle with Kamara. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the 1st half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the 2nd.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by the tight end. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now, the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Well, Seahawks offense ready for their 1st possession of this 2nd half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. Taken in right side by Barner. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
That's another Seahawks.
Here's Walker. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. William Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down.
A gain of 2.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the Saints' 35-yard line.
Now Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 21.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Connects with Cup on the slant. And he will score. Game on. Cooper Cup. Touchdown Seahawks. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Here's Kamara. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. On 4th down, Saints' new punter for this season, Kai Kroger, set to kick it. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Throwing, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game...
Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Saints 17.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To the air is Shuck. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
21 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Shuck looking to throw on 1st down. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this one.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. It is 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6
3rd
yards
and
to
6. Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Moving outside the pocket, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
It's 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. To throw is shut. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
At the 23-yard line.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. And right away, you can point to the turnover.